Hey guys, welcome back to Doc's Mocks. I am Dr. Mindbender. We are going to be doing something a little bit different today. As the title suggests, we are going to be turning a horrible eBay purchase into Lego awesomeness. And I'm going to explain what that means in just a second. But before I do that, thank you to everybody that's been watching, subscribing, leaving amazing comments. You guys are awesome. Really appreciate all the feedback, especially those people who voted in the poll as to what the next build is going to be. It's going to be Ace Chemicals, so I'm really looking forward to that. But let's get back to the situation at hand, because as I am looking at this thing, I am getting progressively frustrated, but we'll get to that in a minute. So a couple weeks ago, I was on eBay. Excuse me while I scratch my head, and found this purchase. And this guy had this lot of 4 vehicles, and I don't know if you can tell what they are here, but this one is the Batmobile from the Lego Batman movie. I think it's the Scuttler, I believe it's called. I wasn't too fond of that particular build. And then there was a Joker Lowrider, a Penguin Arctic Roller, and then underneath this, if you can tell, there's this Riddler Mobile. Okay, so the guy had it on sale for 60 bucks, the lot, and he wrote in the description, would be sent partially disassembled. So I wrote the guy beforehand, and I'm gonna post screenshots of the entire text thread and everything up, just so you guys can see what it is that I was dealing with. And I texted the guy and I said, hey, listen, is it possible for me to have you ship these things to me fully assembled? Don't disassemble them, please, because I honestly don't want to take the time to reassemble them. I have a bunch of stuff to do. I do work, and I am doing the Lego videos. It does take up a lot of time. And the guy said, sure, just pay the listed price and I'll send them, fully assembled, no problem. So I pay the listed price. And the guy says, I'm going to be out of town for a week. Just give me an extra week. I'll ship them as soon as I get back. I say, sure, no problem. I get the package in the mail, and the guy wrapped it in a garbage bag box, like a box that you would get your garbage bags in. And again, I'm gonna post a picture of this in a second. And I pick up the box, and all I hear is rattling. All I hear is rattling. I open up the box, and it's literally this. This is what I have in the box, is just a bag of parts. So I wrote the guy and I said, this is not what we agreed upon. And he gave me this BS answer about, I'm really sorry that a couple pieces fell off. And I'm like, dude, a couple pieces didn't fall off. You just threw this stuff in bags and put it in the crappiest, shipping possible, and just sent it to me. So long story short, I gave the dude 1 star. I threw this stuff in a bag, and it's been sitting there for a couple weeks. And then I said, you know what? This is content. Let's just build it. Let's just build it. So out of the 4, I bought this thing only for 2 vehicles, which is the Lowrider and the Arctic Roller. The Scuttler I didn't really like. I actually have another Scuttler right there that's partially built that I was going to part out and do something else with. I'm probably going to do the same thing with this. I have no idea what to do with that. I do not like the design of that, so that's null and void. The Arctic Roller, on the other hand, I already have one of, and I'm going to show you what that looks like in a second. But fortunately, when I bought it, it also came with the instructions. So I have both instruction books, 1 and 2 right here. So that will be fairly easy to build. The Joker Lowrider, I don't have the instruction book for, so I have to download and print out the instructions for it, even though I have a fully built one. So just to show you guys what they look like, give me 1 second, just reaching over. This is the Joker's Lowrider. And this thing is really cool. This thing is really, really cool. You know what I mean? Like, and I wanted this thing together. This is my only one of these. Hold on, let me see if I can put this around. Use my hand. But he's got a horn on this side. You know, it's dope. It's dope. I did not want to put together another one. And then let me put this over here. And then the Arctic roller, give me 1 sec, is right here. And again, this is sick. It's a freaking limo. This is so awesome. It's a very old-timey 1920s, 1930s style Rolls Royce. Sorry about that. Let me just flip this around. You know, and it's really cool. And again, I have the instructions for it, so this one should be pretty easy to put together. The other one, as I said, I don't have the instructions for. Hopefully all the pieces are in the bag. I don't know which pieces they are, but I'm assuming once I get the Arctic roller put together by process of elimination, you know, the rest of those pieces will be for the Lowrider. But man, was I disappointed. So what we're going to do is we're going to turn our disappointment into some fun content. Let's start separating these pieces. I'm going to move this off to the side because remember, I don't want that. If the pieces are there, we might put it together. I don't have an instruction book for that either. And then, yeah, let's just get started, man. Okay, so I've separated the main pieces. I have most of the Arctic roller pieces right here on the Lazy Susan. This, you know, the only thing that I didn't care about was this. And this thing made it 100%. This thing here, that's all I can call it. This is, I don't like this at all in terms of a build, you know, in terms of, you know, a car for a supervillain. This looks very elementary for a Lego build. And yeah, we're probably gonna have to build Riddler a better car. Anyway, back to the task at hand. We've got the Arctic roller parts mostly separated. The Joker parts are over here. This is going to be, I don't even know. And then there are still some parts in here that go to the Joker and some parts that go to the Arctic roller. I'm not sure yet. So what we're going to do, we got our books right here. Sorry, we got our books. We're gonna get started. We're gonna do a little time lapse and I'm gonna see if I can get this thing together. Sorry for scratching my head again. In a relatively short amount of time. Let's see what we can do. Okay, so we are 99% complete. We are missing a few pieces, which was expected. I am missing less pieces than I expected, so that is good. So let's just point out what it is that we're missing. Most of this stuff is just in the front of the vehicle. It's about 4 or 5 things. So as you can see, number one, the top of this is a little penguin statue is missing on here. I might just replace that with something else. I might use this as Lex mobile or Lex's limousine or something like that. It's also missing these 2 projectiles that go in right here. And these are just blue pins. Let me see if I can pop this out. Boop. And these are Hold on, sorry. These are just the blue pins. There you go. And they just pop in there. So I'm missing 2 of those. And then I am missing 1 of the headlights on this side, which is pretty easy. It's just a round 1x1, a gray cone, and then a transparent 1x1. And then on this side, what I am missing is this auxiliary headlight. As you can see, there's an arm for it over here, and there's 2 on here, but it's missing 1. So all in all, I am very happy with this. It took less time than I thought. This one was pretty complete. This thing over here is going to be a blip. I don't have the instructions for it. I'm going to have to get the instructions for it and then put this thing together. Most of the pieces are, together, so it should hopefully be as easy as putting together this Arctic roller. But again, I did have the instructions at the ready, so that made everything much more convenient. So now what I have to do is just download the instructions, print them out, and then, get that lowrider together. But again, very happy about this. Oh, the only other things that I'm missing are these red cones and then the translucent blue cones, which I'm pretty sure I have here, and I can put those on. But again, I might not put them on this because I might use this for Lex. So happy, very happy, very, very happy. I love this car. I mean, this is an amazing design. It's a great build. Whoever, designed this thing, kudos to you. The Lowrider is just as good. This thing is crap. I'm sorry, but this Riddler mobile is crap. This is horrible. Whoever at Lego put this thing together or designed this thing, you should be ashamed of yourselves. I'm sorry, I have to say it. This is crap. This is, yeah. Let's not beat a dead horse. That's just not good. It's just not good, not good. So we'll do something with that as well at a later date. But for right now, happy with this. I'm gonna get the instructions for the Lowrider. We're gonna start assembling this. Thank you guys for watching. Please be sure to hit that subscribe button. Look at the links in the description for all the other mocks. Remember, we are going to do the Ace Chemicals next as our next Lego build. And then at 500 subscribers, we're going to do the full Arkham Asylum from the Arkham City video game. It's going to be great. It's going to be great. It's going to be huge. It's probably going to be as big as the Batcave. At least 2/3 of the size of that. Definitely the same height, probably about 2/3 of the same length. So thank you guys for watching again. Hopefully by tomorrow, day after tomorrow, I'll get these things printed out and then we can start on the Lowrider. But appreciate you guys as always. Not going to beat a dead horse. Thank you for watching. I will check you guys out in the next one. Peace.